frozen?
Yeah, this is good. And introduce me to your mom. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. This is you, John. This Thursday? Yeah.
After 7 o'clock, we'll call the meeting to order. Please rise and join us in pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call the roll.
Blaze? Miller? Heller? Owen? Here. Burke?
Here.
McGrath? Here. Sullivan?
Here we are down. We will begin with Dr. Haugen for 207 Fest.
It is my pleasure to introduce to you Renee Kahn. Renee, stand please. Renee has something in common with the Cubs and the Sox today. She played a softball game, and the Cubs won, the Sox won, and the Warriors won. So, Renee is,
Congratulations.
yes, playing out there in the cold. Mom and Dad sitting out there too. Their hands are freezing. Just finished and came running over for this great honor. Renee is a stellar student, 4.88 GPA at the top 100% of her class. Awesome on the softball field, tenacious on that diamond, and doing a great job out there. Part of the winningest seasons that Maine West has ever experienced on the softball team. But it's in the classroom where she really shines, and Mr. Gertzmeyer is here. He says she's absolutely brilliant. He's seen her grow up since freshman year, not only as a brilliant French horn player, but also she was incredibly shy as a freshman, and now her sense of humor comes out, and she makes everybody laugh, and she got that awesome smile that makes everybody smile right along with her. Her science teacher, Ms. Vaughn, says that she is really skilled in both biology and chemistry, and she can intermingle the two of them and meld them together and make sense of them. Ms. Vaughn says it's a beautiful thing, and it's a rare thing, and Renee excels there. And her Spanish teacher, Mr. Galanis, says that she just excels in the Spanish classroom. She understands the language, asks great critical thinking skills, and is just a phenom in that classroom. So, on the softball field, in the classroom, Renee is absolutely one of 207's best, and we're very proud of her. Congrats. Okay, Renee, tell us who is with you tonight.
This is my dad, Brian Palm, and this is my mom, Maria Palm, and this is my band director, Mr. Gerstmeyer, and my NHS counselor, Ms. Wisdom.
And what are your plans next year?
I plan to study biological sciences, probably at UVI or University of Washington, Seattle, and then also take pre-med courses.
Awesome. Nice job.
Hold on, Renee, we got this.
Renee, congratulations on behalf of the board. Put this up in your dorm room, will you?
Wait, one more. Don't keep that one.
Sean?
We present Emma Ropsky as our 207 Best for Academic Achievement. As with most of our district, Calculus BC, all the APs, 7 AP courses in total, and has excelled in all of them. She's earned herself a 4.9 GPA, so we're very proud of that. Something that's interesting is athletics seems to be in common tonight. Emma, while also being so focused on academics and a high achiever there, she's also a member of our girls cross country team, and a member of, in fact, a captain, and a member of the All-State 4x800 relay team, to which she was named a year ago. And so she's looking forward to success in that arena this spring as well. Again, probably very cold practicing out.
Yeah.
The thing that is very impressive about Emma is what some of her teachers had to say about her. Things like she's an amazing young woman, down to earth, kind, open-hearted, who has the focus of a laser beam. She's deeply committed to her studies and to forging a sense of community with those whom she associates. Emma is a quiet leader who has a keen analytical sense when it comes to history. This is Mr. Rosenberg's comments about AP US. And that he expects great things from her as he's seen them already. Ms. Corinne has said Emma is a personal, honest, hardworking student. She consistently strives to gain a complete understanding of the topic studied in calculus, and she persists while working through challenging concepts. Emma is a very thoughtful and respectful student, and I have greatly appreciated her positive attitude throughout the year. And Ms. Headley in English says, Emma is the ideal student in the AP English class because she combines the two main qualities present in excellent students of literature. She not only thinks about literature with her bright mind, but feels it deeply with her kind heart. So just some incredible things about Emma in the classroom, and I miss teaching for these moments that we honor our students here, is that I miss that kind of daily interaction that has impressed our teachers so much, that Emma has impressed upon our teachers so much. The thing that's a thread through all of this are a couple words that stand out for me. Open-hearted, kind, honest, hard-working, thoughtful, positive, and a leader. It tells me that the qualities of character that Emma possesses have helped her not only achieve academically and athletically, but those qualities are the ones that are going to propel her to success in the future. So we're very proud of you, Emma, and thank you for achieving tonight. With you, and what do you think about doing next year?
My mom, Carrie Ropsky, and my dad, Joe Ropsky, here in New York. And this fall, be going to a liberal arts college somewhere, I would be pretty fun, and probably studying psychology.
Congratulations. On behalf of the board, best wishes.
Hello, everybody. I'm very pleased to introduce Maine East 207 Best Barbara Schruber. Barbara, it was a first in my 3 years as principal here when we put out the call for 207's Best. 6 of her teachers all nominated her specifically. So it was orchestrated, but that to me is a real testament to her amazing strength across all disciplines, but also the respect that she's garnered for her work ethic and the way she goes about her business. Basically, you know, like all the others, she's taken a lot of AP and accelerated. The things, again, a lot of common themes in the very eloquent things that teachers wrote about her. One of the things that comes up is she's quiet, she's very soft-spoken. But that does not in any way, shape, or form translate to, I mean, she's like a lion intellectually in the classroom. Just really pretty amazing. A couple of comments, because again, I think they state more succinctly than I will and get right to the heart of it. Shnesh Solomon, who's social science, has Barbara in AP microeconomics. So a student like Barbara may be easily overlooked because of her quiet nature. She's shy and extremely modest. However, when it comes to her academic work, Barbara is simply brilliant. Brilliant is another term that I heard used consistently to describe her work and her being. I am in awe of her comprehension, her attention to detail. It's important to point out that Barbara's shyness does not translate into non-involvement. She works well with others, Because she does not act superior in knowledge, students gravitate toward her for help. Maria Garvey, who is Barbara's AP English teacher, AP English Lit, so she's extremely gifted in interpreting literature, and is an extremely mature writer who is able to detect subtlety in literature while also seeing the whole picture. So what I'm hearing from Barbara's description and what I'll share with you in a moment really gets into Barbara's, I think, proclivity as a linguist, which, as a person that does not have proclivity as a linguist, to be able to get that sense of nuance, of subtext, not only in your native language, but another language maybe speaking or studying, is to me an amazing thing. So Barbara, although a quiet student, once again, she makes valuable contributions to class and her small group class as a whole. Often does extra work in the student literature, finding other sources related to the text being studied, finding information to explicate the text further. Besides all this, delightful young woman with great enthusiasm for the pursuit of knowledge. Barbara Engelberg is one of our Spanish teachers, teaches AP Language 5. And basically, last year, Barbara enrolled in Spanish 2 Accelerated, and Barbara moved her through to 4 Accelerated in the space of 1 year. She was not able to work out in her schedule, so she's studying Spanish 5 AP this year, and sounds like she'll probably be pretty successful in a few weeks on an AP exam doing this independent study. Barbara said, she never ceases to amaze me with her curiosity, perception, and diligence. She's reading Nobel Prize winners in the original language and understanding nuances that would probably be beyond most college students. Finally, Dave Schultz is AP Physics teacher and is here tonight to support Barbara. Said, I've been waiting for this opportunity to nominate Barbara for your consideration for the best award in academic excellence. One of the handful's best students I've had the privilege to teach in 10 years experience. 100% work ethic. She would, as an example, I would happily submit any laboratory report Barbara has written in AP Physics. Her analyses extend well beyond my expectations every time. Not only does she identify and interpret important relationships, she also does a masterful job of analyzing sources of uncertainty. Again, it just speaks to really, really strong personal performance. She goes about her business consistently, quietly. She leads by example. And certainly we're very proud of her and her accomplishments, confident that she'll do well in the future, and we're proud of you. Congratulations. Who's here with you tonight?
My dad, Mary Skripek, my mom, Elizabeth Skripek, my brother Daniel, and my physics teacher, Dr. Schultz.
Very good. And plans next year?
I've been accepted to Loyola University Chicago and U of I Champaign. And as far as what I'm going to study, probably, most likely, I'm going to go into physics and integrate some of my skills of that into the sector of engineering. And I'm going to continue language. So far I've only studied Spanish, so probably another language.
All right, very good. Thank you.
Congratulations. And Barbara, I know you were nervous, and all you wanted to do the whole time was sit back down. The good news is now you get to leave. If the 3 students, Renee, Emma, and Barbara, will go out in the hall with your principals, Dr. Keeley is going to take your pictures. And then for the rest of you who joined us here for this presentation, you're welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting, but if you're going to leave, now is your opportunity to leave the meeting. So, thank you very much. There you go.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Now, You seriously expected me to be able to read this, right? To be able to tell people who it
I
is?
apologize. Eric Potter, 7940 Foster Street. Got a question in reference to the IHSA membership. First of all, the public doesn't get to see the documents, like people that are on the actual list for notification. So I can make a recommendation in the future if somebody could put a full agenda online like other districts do for full openness and what have you. I don't like the word transparency. But it's in reference to the IHSA membership. I was just curious why the fee was waived. I know you can't answer. And specifically testing for non-steroidal, steroidal, and supplemental drugs in athletes, particularly football, wrestling, and other sports that I can get into. I was just curious what the IHSA has in place as far as testing, both pre and post-test blood, and possible urine samples in athletes. And, you know, you do have, I think, like a month and a half or so, if I'm not mistaken, in the document to approve the membership. I'm just curious why it's waived. And again, you know, is there any type of testing in place with the IHSA? There's been some rumors floating that I'm trying to investigate in reference to possible steroid use, GH hormones, and I can get into it. So just wanted to put that out the open. Thank you.
I can tell you that the IHSA has had testing for a number of years. You know, my son's now a sophomore, and his sophomore year here, when we were down state for the state championship, they randomly select players for testing. We know that they had modified the procedures further, that they were looking to actually do random testing during the season. But, you know, those are rules that are developed and controlled by the IHSA, and we're fully intending to be compliant with them. What is the waiver of the fee that you're referring to?
I have no idea, because we do pay our membership per school, I have signed for each and every one of the schools.
Yeah, believe me, as far as I know, they haven't waived any fees for us. So if they do, we'll look into it though, okay?
Thank you.
Sure? Any other public comments to come before the board? Okay, Mr. Superintendent, do you have any updates?
Two of them. Got a very nice letter of commendation for Mr. Lays for participating in the ASB Delegate Assembly. And I don't know if they sent it directly to you, but there was a certificate with that as well. And additionally, Barb Tony, the Field Services Director for ISB, sent a very nice letter to me and to members of the board, thanking us for the hosting last week on behalf of Minden West for the North Cook Spring Dinner. And what a wonderful event that turned out to be. She specifically, in addition to thanking Eric, but also thanks Dr. Haugen and Pat Arnett for their great work over at West in making that a success, and students at West as well, both in culinary arts and in fine arts. And then just one more reminder.
Do you want to make any comments on that topic, since it's...
Just that I received many compliments from school board members from other districts in attendance on the school and the students and the staff, and it was very nicely put together. The school did a great job.
Dr. Haugen, Eric, thank you for all your work. I mean, I did hear compliments from other people. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just one last reminder for the Ed Foundation dinner this Thursday, 5:30 at the Road.
Okay. Donna is not here. Barb, can you give us an update from the Education Committee from March 4th and March 8th?
Sure, our last subcommittee meeting was similar to the one that you heard tonight. It was simply a report out from Dr. Hogan on Minden West and about their RTI program, their freshman curriculum, and some of their school improvement initiatives. Minutes reflect accurately audit time.
Okay. Thank you. Buildings and Ground Committee. Elder?
Well, it was a very short meeting in which we approved, actually we didn't vote on anything. You presented a couple of contracts and
We presented capital outlay, which is on the board agenda this evening for approval, and also walked through. We were not able to, we had over $600,000 worth of capital outlay requests, so we took a look at this year's budget and came up with over about $100,000 from this year's money that we then put towards funding some of the things we couldn't recommend for next year because we knew we needed to replace some of the science equipment, some of the athletic equipment, and some of the smaller items. We also had an update on our energy savings program, which we're doing a number of LED light bulb replacements in conjunction with a grant that's providing us 80% of the cost of those. So we're gonna save about $50,000 per year based on ComEd's estimates in energy costs because of the light bulb replacements that we've done.
Just a comment, because you passed over board comments rather quickly.
I was coming back to that, but it's okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My wife and I attended the musical at Maine East a few weeks ago. Just wanted to compliment the students and the staff. They did an outstanding job. It was a very difficult show to do, I'm sure. You know, most music follows some kind of a pattern, and you can get the feel for it. This was basically a rap. I'm going to call it a rap show, and it was just amazing. So we really enjoyed it, and I intend to try to make the other two as well.
Any other comments from board members? Okay. Monthly status of finances. Mary?
In your board packet is the February financial statement. February represents 66.67% of the year as completed. Our revenues are lagging slightly under that percentage, primarily due to the late state funding. We hope that they'll catch up by the end of the year. Our expenditures are, when you adjust for the fact that we do the equivalent of 6 payrolls in June, we're tracking on target at budget with about 54% of the budget expended in the education fund. So we should be within our budget this year. At the next meeting, we'll have the third quarter budget update. This will give a more extensive view of our financial status.
Any questions? Barb? Illinois State Scholars.
Yes, you have a memo describing for you this year's report from the Illinois Student Assistance Commission. Recognizes high school students as Illinois State Scholars. We've trended slightly upwards this year, about an increase of 13%, increases at each building. And those selections are based on data from the end of the junior year for the senior students, data based from SAT, ACT, and PSAE score and class rank.
Any questions? Okay. Superintendent, monthly updated FOIA requests.
8 requests, either processed or in the process.
Consent agenda 6, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I. Is there a request to pull anything out of the consent agenda? Hearing none, is there a motion to move the consent agenda? So moved. Clerk, Lays. Any questions or comments on the motion? Hearing none, call the roll.
Miller.
Aye.
Lays.
Aye.
Owen. Aye. Burke.
Aye.
McGrath. Aye. Sullivan.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. 7, Board of Education Policies and Procedures, second reading. Policy 2324, Assistant Superintendent of Technology and Learning. Recommendation of the Board of Education, waive first reading, adopt and approve. Policy 2324, Assistant Superintendent of Technology and Learning for inclusion in the Board of Education Policies and Procedures Manual. Motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Owen and Lays. Questions or comments on the motion? I'm sorry. McGrath and Lays. Any questions or comments on the motion other than that? Greg, you want to summarize it for us?
Sure, this is simply a newly revised job description for the position of Assistant Superintendent for Technology and Learning, formerly the Chief Technology Officer. We'll still have that one on the books, but this is just a continuing effort to blend the worlds of technology and instruction so that they are working in tandem together versus isolated and working independently. We've got a nice team with Barb, her new assistant, and Hank as well. And I think this is just one more effort to, showcase what's been going on with, technology and instruction being one entity.
Any questions or comments? Hearing none, call the roll.
McGrath. Aye. Burke.
Aye.
Lays.
Aye.
Bowen. Aye. Miller.
Aye.
Sullivan.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. 8, approval of bids and awarding contracts. AT&T Ethernet Service. Recommendation that the Board of Education ratifies a contract with AT&T for managed Ethernet service. The contract sets pricing for district to expand or reduce coverage based on needs of district. District will be contracting for an Ethernet WAN wide area network, bandwidth of 1,000 megabytes per second, meaning 1 gig, at a cost of $2,887.50 per month, or $34,650 per year for 3 years. District anticipates receiving at least 49% of this cost back on E-rate funding. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Burke, second.
Second.
Second, Miller. Questions or comments on the motion? Hearing none, call the roll.
Lays.
Aye.
Bowen. Aye. Miller.
Aye.
Burke.
Aye.
McGrath. Aye. Sullivan.
Aye, motion carries unanimously. AT&T Internet Service, recommendation the Board of Education ratify a contract with AT&T for managed internet services. The contract sets a pricing for the district to expand or reduce coverage based on needs of the district. The district will be contracting for 250 megabytes per second out to the internet from east, south, and west at a cost of $10,505.40 per month, or $126,064.80 per year for 5 years. The district anticipates receiving at least 49% of this cost back based on E-rate funding. Motion, please. Miller, second. Lays, questions or comments on the motion? Hearing none, call the roll.
Burke.
Aye.
McGrath. Aye. Bowen. Aye. Miller.
Aye.
Lays.
Aye.
Sullivan.
Aye, motion carries unanimously. CFI Technology Network Filters, that the Board of Education approved a contract with Communications Finance Inc., CFI, for internet filters needed for the installation of additional internet pathways. These devices will connect to filter inappropriate content. The funds are allocated within this year's technology network budget for network upgrades at total cost of hardware, software, and support. The 2 filters at $33,486. Is there a motion, please?
So
Miller, second. Owen. Questions or comments on the motion?
I have a question. Are these filters going to help with some of those denial of service
no.
that they have now?
These deal with the different, these ones are the ones that filter out obscene content.
Okay.
That's different things we're working on. We've been trying different pieces of hardware to work on that. And we're also working with AT&T.
Yeah, it's more related to the AT&T contract
Okay.
Yeah.
to fix that.
And has that,
Has it continued? Yes, but it's decreased, and some of the things the actions our network team has taken, we believe has reduced the frequency of those attacks. But we can anticipate that this is going to be an ongoing issue.
That was one of the, as we discussed about AT&T being a tier 1 provider, where they're better able to help entities deal with that.
The other thing that will help in the contract that was just approved, there'll be 3 different pathways out to the internet instead of 1 that we have now. So if one of those pathways should come under attack, we could just dynamically route traffic out to the other 2 routes. And most people won't even then notice that there's something going on.
I have a question about the filter.
Yep.
Are we filtering images only, or image and language, both, or what's the?
It's a categorical search, so you block based on topics. So one of them would be pornography, so that would do images or content, any content that would be flagged as pornographic. We do hate, we do gambling, a variety of different topics.
But it wouldn't impede research on breast cancer or anything of this type?
And if we have a process for opening up sites that are inappropriately blocked.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, call the roll.
Burke.
Aye.
Lays.
Aye.
McGrath. Miller.
Aye.
Owen. Sullivan.
Aye, motion carries unanimously. Number 9, new club proposal.
There's another one under.
There.
We never got the contract, so we're not, okay. How was it, wait,
I understand.
Oh, this is wrong.
Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
My agenda, which has been fixed up for you, clearly says it's
I'm
wrong.
just looking at the board
So,
here.
so that's why I just moved right past it.
You're the boss.
Back to number 9. Mock trial, Maine East. Recommendation that the Board of Education approve the establishment of a mock trial at Maine East High School as outlined in the appendices. Motion, please. Miller, second. Lays. Questions or comments on the motion? Hearing none, call the roll.
Owen. Miller.
Aye.
Lays.
Aye.
Burke.
Aye.
McGrath. Sullivan.
Aye, motion carries unanimously. Number 10, intergovernmental agreement for longitudinal data sharing and analysis with Oakland Community College. That the Board of Education enter into intergovernmental agreement with Oakland Community College for longitudinal data sharing and analysis of District 207 students to better understand the success in English courses while attending Oakland Community College. Motion, please. Owen, Burke. Questions or comments on the motion?
Or this is just to track how students from our district do when they get to Oakland? Is it beyond that, or?
We're working on a research project with Oakland so that we can better understand which of our students perform at what kinds of levels, particularly in English at Oakland. So we kind of track backwards and figure out if there's things that we can do to improve their getting through certain prerequisites at Oakland and so forth. And Oakland needed this kind of agreement so that they're giving us very specific student data just for this research project. Any conclusions we come up with, we're going to share back in aggregate with them. We're not giving back specific student data to them. They know that. We're fine with this.
So is this with us only, this isn't comparative with other school districts?
No, it's just to look at our students that go to Oakland. We're one of their biggest sources of students. We have an articulation team that we informed with them to look at a pilot that we'll probably be coming and talking to you about when we have it ironed out a little bit, to form a summer program to help some of our students between their junior and senior year actually get ready for taking some of the prerequisites at Oakland.
Final question for me at least, how long range is this one, will the study be completed?
I think there's an end date that's reflected in the agreement, and I believe it's like a year from now, roughly, June 30th, 2014, unless we amend this agreement.
And the confidentiality on data, on the identities of the students is pretty secure.
Right, it's just going to be between our two institutions and really the work of an individual at Oakland, Don Marzoff, myself, as we look at this, and we'll come up with conclusions in the aggregate.
And I did note that we have to, does the agreement require that we securely dispose of the information?
Yes, it does. And we will do that after June 30th, 2014 or so.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments on the motion? Hearing none, call the roll.
McGrath. Owen. Lays. Miller.
Aye.
Burke. Sullivan.
Aye, motion carries unanimously. Number 11, capital outlay. Recommendation of the Board of Education approve the capital outlay request as presented. Is there a motion? So moved. Burke, second. Second, Lays. Questions or comments on the motion? Found in 11 in your book, on your computer. No questions or comments? Mary, anything you need to say?
Nope, you'll be seeing several of these items, actually all 4 items on the capital outlay list back again once we approve bids or the contracts.
Okay. Hearing no further questions or comments, please call the roll.
McGrath. Burke.
Aye.
Owen. Lays. Miller.
Aye.
Sullivan.
Aye, motion carries unanimously. Calendar items 12, April 4th, We have the District 207 Educational Foundation Benefit Dinner. If you haven't bought your ticket, we encourage you to do so. If you don't know how to buy your ticket, please see Eldon or raise your hand, Eldon.
Go online.
See Eldon.
Go online.
He will help you with that because he's so technologically savvy, he'll get you right in there to get your money. And then April 9th, we'd like to encourage everybody to vote. We don't tell you who to vote for, we just tell you to get out there and vote. Next date after that, do we have a date scheduled for the April meeting at this point in time?
Not yet. When Jenny sent a query out to the board today, please take a look at it. We are going to need another date.
Okay. Next regularly scheduled
Yeah, very brief.
Next regularly scheduled board meeting is right now set for May 6th, 7 p.m. With Mr. Miller's last board meeting, so we'll be having cake and cookies.
Cake for sure, and cookies, we can swing cookies.
And would you like anything else special?
I don't think it's legal.
Okay, how about afterwards? Okay, May 6th through the 10th is National Teacher Appreciation Week. And May 27th, there is no school for Memorial Day, and you have a finance meeting.
Yeah, we have a finance committee meeting scheduled for Thursday, April 4th at 4 p.m.
So you can come attend the finance meeting, go directly from here to the Rosewood, because it's a very short hop and jump.
There's a promise that the finance committee meeting will be short.
Yeah, we have a need for 2 finance committee meetings during April, just because some of the timing and things that Mary has on the list, so no, we can definitely keep it to an hour.
Mary definitely has a reputation to be quite demanding, so.
We just wanted to prolong a number of meetings for service of that, so a couple months.
Okay. Make him earn that high pay he's been getting all these years. Any other comments on the calendar? Okay. Do we have any other communications to come before the board? Mr. Potters, if you're going to speak at all while I'm still president, do me a favor and print your name clearly. Since if you hadn't handed it, I would not have known it was you. But now that I've got your secret signature, which obviously that is, what are we going to talk about in closed session? Review of closed session minutes, appointments, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, probable imminent or pending litigation, and anything else? Okay, is there a motion to go into closed session? McGrath, second. Clerk, questions or comments on the motion? Hearing none, call the roll.
McGrath. Aye. Burke.
Aye.
Lees.
Aye.
Bowen. Aye. Miller. Aye. Sullivan.
Aye, motion carries unanimously, 7:39, and we are in closed session. What time is it? Okay.